Hey guys, it's Jay St. Hilaire. I'm coming to you today to talk about how I do deals and how I do things when I'm on break at work. I'm a power lineman. I work on high voltage power lines, and today it's a pretty crappy day out. It's raining, and whenever it starts raining, we have to get in the truck and wait for it to stop raining, or the boss will have us take off and go somewhere to do some kind of work other than work on the power line. So right now I got a short break, and I'll just give you, this is what it's doing outside. It's raining. We're way back in the woods working on the power lines, building a new structure, and started storming and thundering, so we had to get out of the air, off the equipment, and in our trucks to take a little break. So now it's real estate time for me. This is when I can get my real estate done at work, on break, or either at lunchtime or when we get a break like this. So I'm pretty fortunate that when it does rain or thunder, I can get in a few minutes of real estate. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do right now. I already made offers last night on people have called my bandit signs, and they got a lot of properties for sale, and then I talked to them a little bit about what they have for sale and what area it is. And a lot of times I've already been by these areas because right now I'm only doing local deals, so I know my area. I travel everywhere for work, so anytime I see a for sale sign by owner, I stop and take a picture of the property with my iPhone 4S. So I want to tell you how much these smartphones mean. I mean, you can do things instantaneously with them. If you either have a Droid or a smartphone, use them to their fullest potential and learn everything you can. Every nook and cranny of these phones can help you out. What I do is I take the numbers down. Last night I got a call from a motivated seller that has three older mobile homes on a 4-acre lot, and they called me up, and I didn't let them know it, but I had already went by them, and 2 years before that I stopped to inquire about them. It was an older lady. She's like 86 years old, and her husband had died 10 years previous, and she was having problems with them, with the three, keeping them rented because she couldn't keep up with the repairs. So I knew this property, so I immediately said, without even looking at it, I'll offer you $10,000 cash. And her son was the one who called for her. So he immediately said, no way. So I said, well, what's the property worth? What are you asking? He told me that he had a real estate agent come to them and say, they're worth about $26,000 to $30,000. So I said, well, if that's what you want to get for them, it might take 6 to 8 months, but list it with that realtor and get what you're asking for it. Otherwise, if you really want cash, within 3 days, I can hand you $10,000 cash, and I could probably close on it within a week. So he said no, hung up the phone. He called me back the next day, last night. I think it was 1 or 2 days. Anyway, last night he gave me a call and said, would you want to come down and look at the property? So I immediately went down and looked at the property and offered $12,000 for the property. And he said he'd ask his, his mom if she wanted to sell for that. So my main point here is I'm doing a lot of business with my iPhone on my break at work, and that's what you want to do. You want to use every single minute at work, on your lunch break, at your 15-minute break time, any time that you can use to make a deal happen. And I'm using this more and more. I can tell you exactly how I look up properties is go to taxlookup.net, and I use this. I get on the internet if I have service where I am. I do that, and the property that I was looking for, I was trying to look up this property that I'm talking about, and the website wasn't, it wasn't on taxlookup.net. So being persistent as I am, I looked up Franklin County. My county was actually the only county that wasn't in that taxlookup.net within probably 10 counties. So what I did was I typed in under Google with my smartphone, and within 5 seconds I got Franklin County GIS system. So I logged onto the GIS system, and there was a link that popped up for Franklin County Tax Department. I went to the tax department and it brought me to ImageMate online right here. And what that gave me was a bunch of information. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it gave me the SWIS number and a tax ID number. It gave me property information owner, property information on the owner sales, last sales, inventory, improvements, tax info, and reports for comparables. And a lot more information than that. I don't know if that came in, if you could see that well. It was probably blurry, but that's the information that it gave me. And also it was it gave me property description report for this, which is County Route 19, and the municipality of a small village called Westville. It gives me the acreage, gives me what is the land is assessed for. In 2013, it was assessed for $25,800, and the full market value for this was $45,900. I got a verbal acceptance of $13,000. He asked me if I would take $13,000 for this, which is a steal for this property. And I said for sure I would take 13. Started tonight. I'm going to sign the purchase offer with her. I've already contacted my attorney today. Gave him all the information. What he needs is a tax ID number, the seller's exact name and social security number, the exact address of the property. Everything I got on this ImageMate online or taxlookup.net website with my iPhone within 5 to 10 seconds. 2 minutes tops, okay, for everything. So use everything you can and the time available. If you're working full-time like I am, if you're working full-time at real estate, then you got all day to do it every day. But I don't do as many deals probably as the full-time people do, but use every second. I make every second count for me. I'll even show you right here in my truck. I have little stickers everywhere. A couple in my truck. I have stickers on my locker at work for my websites, and everybody knows that I do real estate, so they all come to me daily with properties for sale or asking me to buy properties. Everybody at work knows, everybody in my whole town knows. Basically, a lot of people in 2 counties wide know what I do because I put cards out and I let everybody know every second that I'm not at work. I'm letting people know that I do real estate. So stay persistent, guys. Use every second wisely, and just dig in and take action, because the more you take action every day and be persistent and use every second that counts, the more deals you're going to do. So take care, guys. I'll talk to you in the next video.